Alright guys, right, wrong, or otherwise, that's what I came up with. Less than $100, and that includes the quail. So let's talk you through what I did here. So I had these metal shelves, office shelves, they stack, and they were the perfect size, but they're metal. So it wasn't like I was going to be able to nail a frame to it or staple anything to it. So what I did was I bought this trim. In fact, it's the same trim that I have around my shower walls. It's like something like 1.5 by, I don't know, quarter or so. And I liquid nailed it to the shelves. And I could only afford so many sticks of it. So through the center I put pieces just enough to staple the wire to it. Now it ended up I only had 4 males, which he thought, he wasn't sure. He talked like maybe I might have 4 males, but he tried to give me 5. Anyway, I'm good with that. I'm fine with 4 males. So our plan of doing a male to 2 females, well, there's a couple of them that have 3, so I don't think they mind. They've got plenty of room. They only take 1 square foot per bird as a requirement. Battery cages are much smaller, so we're okay. We're okay. Feeders. So here's what I did for feeders. I cut a 2-liter bottle in half, cut a hole in the front of it, which maybe you can see that, and inverted the top half of that 2-liter bottle into the bottom half. So that's my feeders. So I made 4 of those. Now waters, what I want to do is water bottles. You know, I bred birds way back in the day. Some of you may or may not know that. And they all used the water bottles like you'd use for rabbits or hamsters. It was awesome. They were outside the cage. I didn't have to access the cage to change or give more water, but they cost money. So we'll get there. But that's what I'm going to get. Oh, by the way, this here, you see this lip, which by the way is not tall enough. As I have found out, because everybody's flipping bedding right out everywhere. That is that rubbery crap that goes around the wall when you lay tile. I think they call it, I don't know, wall trim or something like that. $2.50 a piece, and I was able to buy 3 of them and piece in 4 sections. So that was pretty awesome. I saved some money there because I was going to put wood trim there, but I came across this and I was like, hey, why not? So that's how we went. So anyway, the watering situation is not how I want it at the moment, but it'll do for now. They've got water. Okay, so the bedding. The bedding is less than ideal, but it's what I have. I have a great big bale of it. Actually kept it down in the cellar. It's what I store my potatoes and onions in. But sand is the more ideal bedding for quail. Quail poop a lot, and that is an understatement. And if you use sand, you can take a pooper scooper to it ever so often, scoop it out, maybe throw a cup more sand in there. Done, and done. I would imagine, though, that the sand is probably going to flip out just like this stuff does. I mean, look, they have just flipped it everywhere. But, you know, whatever. It's no different when I bred birds. I had birdseed everywhere. This one up here is a bit to see. I have to find me a sturdier step stool So Papa's going to have to check for eggs in that one every so often. Anyway, less than $100. That includes 15 quail. I think we did good. I think we... Oh, I forgot the shop light. So, just like chickens, the quail require 16 hours of light during the day if you want production to continue through the winter. So, I was, I thought about all kinds of different things. I thought about fairy lights. I thought about, just outdoor lights. I looked at strip lights, and it's like, damn, all of it costs money. Everything costs money. So, Papa's like, hey, why don't we just buy a shop light like we bought for the cellar and just invert it onto its side? And it works great. And I have a timer, so I won't be worrying about whether or not somebody turned on or off the light. The timer will handle this light for me, which gives them plenty of light, and should keep them going. Anyway, here it is. Like I said, right, wrong, or otherwise, this is my beginning quail battery, so to speak. Hoping to expand it someday. I'd like to put a run outside for extra quail. It's a tractor going by. And maybe give the girl, I don't know. I plan on hatching eggs, I know that. So I'm going to have extra quail. And I can just put them out in the run until I either dispatch them or sell them or whatever. So, anyway, there's Nana's quail farm battery. I don't know what we'd call it, but there it is.